Hi friends, this video is regarding the interview experience of Snapdeal for the role of software developer. So let's begin the discussion. The company is located in Gurgaon and they mainly work in Java. So if you are preparing for an interview for Snapdeal, then you might be preparing for software engineer, senior software engineer, lead engineer, or maybe principal engineer. But their main focus would be on data structure, right? So focus on this part a lot if you are going for the interview of Snapdeal. Yes, they will ask you basics about Java. In the last round, they will ask you when some senior guy would take your interview, then they will ask you related to architecture. But in the initial rounds, they will ask you several questions related to data structure. Right, so prepare that part very well. If you haven't prepared that part, then this interview won't go well. Maybe you are having good experience in several technologies, but data structure is very important part for this company. So let's begin the discussion, the rounds that took place there. So the first round was taken by three plus experienced developer. So he was passed out in 2013, and he was as I just told you, he was mainly focusing on data structure. So the first question that he asked me is write a program to find all subsets in an array whose sum add up to 0. So if something like this is given, 5 4 minus 2 0 minus 2 minus 5 6 4, then you can let's say if you're this, as you can see, something like this, 4 minus 2, right, plus 0 minus 2 ends up to 0 only. So this is one of the subset. Similarly, this is also one of the subset which is ending up to 0. So you need to find all such elements in the array. Then he gave me another variant in this program, which was little simpler. So let's say something like this is given. Then you need to find the sum of which ends up to 10. What will you do? So as you can see, this and this, they end up to 10. So you need to find the elements whose sum is equal to the number given, right? So this was the main question which was asked there. Another thing which he asked me is, let's say if a sorted array is given to you, and then you need to find the given sum. So let's say in this problem only, if something like this given to me, minus 2 minus 2 0 4 4 5 6, so this is sorted, right? And then you need to find the sum 10. Then what will you do? So as you know, you can start from here, and then another you can start from here. So you can keep on increasing or decreasing it on the basis of the sum. So let's say you need to find the 10, then you will only increase this, then you will only increase this, then you will only increase this. Keep this b at this point only, and when you reach here, then you will be able to find the sum. So there are many ways to solve this problem. I think this is one of the fastest way. Let's look into the second. Let's look into the other questions that he asked me, and they were mainly related to Java. He asked me how hash code and equals work, and the discussion was quite lengthy one in this. And he asked me what will happen if you do not override your hash code. What so will the entry set grow horizontally or vertically? So if you don't override your hash code, then what will happen? If you don't override your equals, then what will happen? Another question was, you write singleton class for me, and in that question only he asked me what is the use of volatile keyword. So if you have to pick the data from main memory always, then you can use volatile as the keyword in Java. So this is regarding Java only. What's the importance of transient keyword? So if you don't want your data to be persistent, then you can use transient keyword for that. Another thing was, what do you understand by serializing data? So these were mainly his questions in the interview. Then the second round was again taken by 2013 pass out guy, and he asked me question something like this. Let's say two nodes of a binary search tree are swapped, then you need to correct the binary search tree. So you need to write a program for this. So let me give you one example for this. Let's say 10 is given to you here. Here let's say 15 is given to you. Here let's say 20 is given to you. So this is incorrect. This, let's say 8, this is 6, and this is 9, right? And then this is something like 15, this is 33. So this is your original binary search tree, which is correct. But let's say it has become something like this: 8, 20, but here it is 15, here it is 9, here it is 6, and here it is 33. So as you can see, this node and this node has been swapped. So you need to write a program to correct this binary search tree. So if you can if you see the in order traversal of this, right, maybe uh, if you do traversal, which would give you the answer as sorted array, right? So let's say if you do the sorting of this 6, 8, 9, 10, 15, 20, 33. So this has been sorted by using in order traversal, right? So if so this is your correct binary search tree, because everything is sorted, because when you do in order traversal, then the things are in the sorted. Sorry for a bit of interruption in between. So let's say if you do the in order traversal of a binary search tree, then it will print the binary search tree in sorted order. So this is the sorted order. But if you do the in order traversal here, then it would give something like this: 8, 9, 10. Then it will print you 6, 20, and 33. So as you can see, the order has not been maintained here, and order has not been maintained here. So just swap these nodes. You need to take care of one case where these nodes are adjacent. So there are two approaches for solving this. One is using array, and other one is using is without using this array. So the interviewer was expecting me to answer this without using the array. So just traverse it by in order, but just do the in order traversal. You can do it iteratively or recursively as your choice is, and then you can swap the nodes which are incorrect. Then the next question was, you need to clone a linked list with next and random pointer. So if linked list is given something like this, so this is your next pointer, and this is pointing to null, and then one arbitrary pointer is also given to you. This arbitrary pointing is pointing to this may be pointing to this one might be pointing to this, and this one might be pointing to this. So you need to clone this linked list. So you can do it by two ways. One of the ways is copy the original linked list in some data structure and then clone using that data structure. Another thing is you can have another linked list, and then next pointer could point to this, and then you need to correct the arbitrary pointer of this linked list using this list. So you can check the details from Geeks for Geeks. They have provided you good detail for this, right? Then the next question was, what data structure would you use to schedule this list? So let's say trains scheduling is given to you in a railway station of New Delhi, and a train A is stopping from 12:30 to 1 p.m. Train B is stopping from 12:45 p.m. to 1:30 p.m. Train C is stopping from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Train D is stopping from 1:30 to 2:30 p.m. and there are several trains out here. Then what data structure or method would you use for the scheduling of these trains? Then there was round 3, and two interviewers came in this round, and they started asking me several questions. uh, they were not having clear details what to ask, and then they started asking me questions whichever was coming into their mind. One of the question that they asked me is, how would you develop auto search in your system. So let's say you are searching something like this A, then Austra, Australia would come. Then how would you store this in your tables? Maybe NoSQL, or maybe in Elasticsearch, or maybe in let's say your MySQL. How would you store this information, that when you are doing OS, then the necessary details, or you can say the search keywords, are coming into this? So you must have seen Google search, right? In Google search, auto search feature works. So he wanted me to give some idea for that, and how would you maintain the indexing. Then the next question was, you need to print the next integer which is not there in the list. So if something like this is given to you 1 2 3 4, then you need to print 5. If something like this is given to you 1 2 and 4, then you need to print 3. And if something like this is given to you, you need to print 2. So in this case, this is a simple question. As you can see, you need to traverse from size plus 1 times. As you can see here, you need to you need to take care of this condition, that if the number of elements are 4, so this is 4, this is 1, so you need to traverse 5 times. And the interviewer was expecting me to answer this on the first go, right? Then the next question was, if something like this matrix is given to you, which is sorted row and column wise, as you can see here, right? Then you need to search a number in sorted matrix. So let's say if you need to, so you can do one thing. Let's say if 30 is to be searched, then you can maybe traverse it twice in on square times, but that is not the efficient solution. So what you need to do is, let's say you have to search 30, then you will start from 34. Let's say this number is given to you. Since 30 is smaller than 34, then you will move in this direction, right? So when you visit 23, then you will say that the search number 30 is greater than 23, then you will move down. So whenever you will encounter the number, then you will return and print the I and J. Let me give you one more example for this. So let's say if 48 has to be searched, fine, and then you will start from here. As 48 is greater than this, then you will move down, something like this. You can do J++. Then you will say again, do the search, that 48 is greater than 43, so you will again move down. Sorry for the interruption. Let's say you have to search 48, then you will first see 48 is greater than 34, so you will move down. Again you will see that 48 is greater than 43, then you will move down. And as you have encountered 48, then you will say that you will print I and J. So you can do traversing by this in on time, even in the worst case. So let's say if you have to traverse something like 20, let's say some element which is not even present here, let's say 6, you need to find it out. Then 6 is smaller than 34, so you will move here. 6 is again smaller than 23, so you will move here. 6 is smaller than 10, so you will move here. But 6 is greater than 5, so you will move here, right? And as you will see that 6 is smaller than 7 also, so you cannot move here, so you will break, and you will say that element is not found, right? So this is a better way to traverse to find an element in a sorted matrix. So these were the main questions that were asked in the Snapdeal interview. Thanks for watching this video. Please like my video and share it with your friends. This would motivate me to make more videos, and please don't forget to subscribe the channel. Thank you.